here with you is that, we can go to somebody who is a CRA practitioner, TBM practitioner, or a sclerologist, or an iridologist, or an applied kinesiologist, or an NET practitioner, or a quantum neurologist. But to be able to do it all in one umbrella and knowing what to do when, talk to me about how that's really helped your athletes go beyond,
Sure.
as we say, and go to the next level.
Yeah, so earlier I said that I'm kind of a seminar junkie, and I will attend any seminar just to find one clinical pro that can change someone's life and that made it worth it for me. And I would say one of my strengths would be that I can take a lot of information and put it in a system that makes sense. It's all different types of techniques. It's structural techniques, emotional techniques, and biochemical techniques. Everyone's a biochemical individual, so not everyone, if someone came in with a canker sore, there may be 10 different treatments for that canker sore. And really, that's where the miracles happen, because there's another saying that people always say is, don't be the jack of all, or don't be the jack of all trades, master of none. But if you can take the clinical, this is my opinion, if you can take the clinical pearls and what you've seen work from techniques and make your own toolbox, but understand why it works the way it does, then you're able to tap into the body systems a lot more thoroughly. So someone like we're talking about athletes, someone coming in and they have some type of dysfunction, whether that's they can't break their own personal record, they have a chronic injury that no one's been able to fix. Anything can cause anything. So when I'm looking at someone, pretty much a million things are running through my head. I started off by looking in her eyes. I kind of did my best to go through that and talk about how lymph is a certain emotion. And then on her tongue, fungus. Well, lymph has to work in order for fungus to get rid of itself. So that's where my mind kind of paints a picture, and the body is very, very complicated, but very, very simple at the same time, because it paints the picture in the way that it will allow you to do things in a certain order if you ask the right questions. So doing all of that stuff has allowed me to ask the right questions in the right order to get that athlete to that next level. Whether it's a structural thing, an emotional thing, or a chemical thing, or all of it. Everything can affect anything. And that's really been the biggest difference maker for me from going to all these techniques and seminars and meeting people and networking and all that.
So couple last things for this segment. I know that people are now watching this going, oh, I need to see Dr. Charlie and have him check me out and see what he can do to help me go beyond, because there's so many different things that you're looking at.
Yeah.
How do people find you who are watching this? There might be something that pops up on the screen, but they can get your contact information. But how do people find you now?
Sure. So ConeHealthInstitute.com, I have a webpage on there. On Instagram, CHI.DOC7.2. Follow me on Facebook as well at Dr. Charles Fagenholtz. Those would be the best things to reach me at, but coming into the health classes here to ask the questions, all that kind of stuff, that would be the best, so you can really see how we operate, and come see me.
And lastly, between the nail, the hand, fingernail diagnosis, the tongue diagnosis, the eyes in and out, sclera and iridology. What is something that somebody can do right now who's an athlete that you commonly see? If you're standing in front of the mirror, they can stick their tongue out, hold their fingers up, they can just look in their own eyes a little bit. What would you have? Give me one or two things you'd have people look for right now and go, oh, I'm glad I tuned in. I got that.
Okay, so first thing is, if you look at all your fingernails, you have your moon, so the white part, the lunulas. You should have them on every finger except for your pinky. And if they're not on every finger, then the nutrients aren't getting to all your tissues. So that's a huge thing. That's circulation into your tissues. That's how you heal. That would be number one. That's a huge one. The second one is, if you look in your eyes, now in the right lighting, if you look in the color part of your eye and you see these rings going around your eye on the outside, you're already mineral deficient. You're so acidic. That's where you really want to get minerals in your body, because without minerals you can't function properly, you can't rebuild tissue, you can't perform properly, you can't break your own records, perform at peak performance. Those would be the two biggest ones and the easiest ones to really see.
So I'm at home right now and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at my fingernails and I go, oh, I got no moons, and as we call them, the lunes, and I'm looking at my eyes, I'm seeing that ring. Until I can get to see you, what do I do? What am I doing?
So exercising aerobically
Okay.
would be one in your heart rate zone, which is a whole nother topic that we can get into. Also, I'm going to get some kind of good minerals. You know, I showed the alkaline boosters. Those are my favorite minerals. That's going to get you good, because it's hard to get minerals from food these days. If people haven't recognized, our food sources aren't the greatest. Our soils are dead. And so a good mineral supplement like that would be vital to something like that. Also, don't drink fluids with your meals, because you dilute your stomach acid and you're not breaking down your food to give you any type of chance to absorb whatever minerals are left in our food supplies. So those would be two easy things to really do.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Also that I know that because I attended one of your lectures, now speaking outside of the Cone Health Institute,
Yep.
not just around the community, but around the globe, and I attended your lecture that you gave on molecular hydrogen and the use of molecular hydrogen in sports performance and athletics. And do you want to give a little tidbit about that, since
Sure.
we got you here, and since it was so well attended by doctors internationally, who many were hearing this for the very first time.
Yeah, which was a surprise to me. Some of the best doctors from around the world came. There's about 200 of them, and they'd never heard of molecular hydrogen. And that's really the supplement that we have here that takes athletes to the next performance, or next level of performance. And you know, I can talk a whole lecture about molecular hydrogen, but really at the end of the day, what it does is it helps you recover from whatever you have to recover from, whether that's rebuilding your muscles after a sore workout, you know, getting you through that. You get sore after workout, lactic acid secretion, and then you're stiff and all that stuff. This is going to help you recover faster from that, because it's the only thing proven to really reduce lactic acid in the tissues, and that alone can make you, that next level athlete, because you're not going to have to deal with all those types of performance dampers, so to speak.
Nice, 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 nice. So lots of tools, lots of tricks, lots of things that you're using to help people go beyond. We appreciate you and your time. Thank you, Casey. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you all soon. Bye for now. How do we do? How long was that?
Yeah,
Perfect.
4 minutes left.
Okay.
What's up with the construction?